I joined the Navy in let's go back, August 1st, 1967. And went to boot camp. Yeah, I picked the Navy over anything else because I figured, well, everybody gets sent over to Vietnam. I'd rather be on a boat. And while I was in boot camp, I got a draft notice from the Army. And I took it to the company commander, and he says, "No, we got you. I'll take care of it." So I was in. Boot camp for me wasn't that bad because I grew up on a farm. I worked harder there than I did in boot camp. And I actually gained weight while everybody was losing it. From there, they discovered that, looking over my school records, that I had taken civil engineering in college. They said, "How about if you go to the Seabees?" I said, "I could have gone in the Army and gone in the Army Corps. No, I want to be on a boat." So they says, "How about a submarine?" "No, I don't like submarines because I'm claustrophobic." He says, "All right, we're going to put you on a surface ship." And from there, they sent me to Machinist Mate A School, where I studied steam propulsion engines, evaporators, air conditioning, refrigeration, and other stuff. So I graduated from there, and I got orders to go to Hawaii, where I was going to pick up my ship. Okay, I've never been to Hawaii. This will be fun. I got sent off to Hawaii. I arrived at Hickam Field. A bunch of young ladies with leis, and they put them on you. And it's a great greeting until I got the bus over to Pearl Harbor. Well, all the glitz kind of went away when I saw the ship. They were working on it. There wasn't a whole lot of paint on it. There was some primer here and there. And they said, "There it is." I said, "Boy, how excited is that? That's wonderful. I got a ship." Maybe I should have went in the Seabees. Anyhow, that was pretty good. I got assigned to all kinds of odds and ends. Restringing the racks. That's like the bed you sleep on. And a lot of cleaning down in the engine room. And painting the bilges with a brush. I said, "There's got to be an easier way." So I got looking around the ship, and I found some stuff, and I made myself a spray gun that would actually spray that terracotta red paint. I'm down there spraying that, and the chief came by, and he says, "What's that thing?" I says, "It's a spray gun." Because I said, "You seem to be doing pretty good with it. Let me see that thing." He looks it all over. He said, "This was made from Navy materials, right?" I says, "Yeah, it's all I could find." He says, "When you leave the ship, that stays here." I said, "All right." So I went on. I finished what I was doing. And the chief says one morning at quarters, "I was looking your records over, and you went to Machinist Mate A School, and one of the things you trained on was evaporators. We got a guy that's leaving, and we have to have you know the system." So on our first deployment overseas, I got to work on the evaporators and know where all the valves are to the different tanks and how to record everything. And on the second deployment, he had left the ship, and I turned in to be in charge of the evaporators. There's a job called the Water King. So I had to keep track of how much water we had, make sure the ship was balanced, because if I had more on one side than the other, it'd make it lean a little. So we did pretty good at that. Until one day we were in port in Pearl Harbor, and I had my equipment down for what they call PMS inspection, where you have to measure everything, make sure everything was up to snuff. If it wasn't, replace it. Captain comes down and he says to me, "We got an emergency call out past Molokai." I says, "You mean you want to go out now?" He says, "Yeah." "How much water we got on?" I says, "We got enough for a one-way trip." He said, "Are you sure?" I said, "I keep pretty good tabs on this stuff. It's a one-way trip." He says, "Well, I'm going to chance it." So we got out past Molokai and ran out of water. The reason we run out of water is the BTs have to use steam to blow the economizers clean, and they do it periodically, and it's 800 gallons to a shot for both engine rooms, or both fire rooms. And they didn't take too much of that, and we ran out of water. And they had to call upon another ship to come over and give us water to get back. So our emergency turned into our emergency. And we got water enough to get back to Pearl. The captain comes down after we got back, and he said to me, "I'm going to get egg on my face at the officers club." I says, "Well, I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm going to say I'd advised you so." He says, "You can say I told you so. I got it coming." But we got along pretty good. And after that, it was not bad. I thought it could be a little tense between me and him, but no, we were pretty tight. I was really amazed. And I guess that's one of the key things I remembered about being on the ship.